I am not a financial advisor. These videos are all meant for educational purposes only. All complete Trader Academy videos are my personal opinion and perspective. Trading carries a high level of risk, and all results are your own responsibility. Please always demo first. Hey everybody, welcome back to CTA Review. Today is June 13, Thursday, 2024. Hope you had a good day today. So, what I was talking about yesterday, watch yesterday's video so it makes sense. I wanted to see the price start at Asia and London come down first, and then as a retrace and then pop up. So we got pretty much the opposite. We went up first, all right, and then rated liquidity with the news, and then came down to wipe out the buyers and liquidity here. So, if you look at the 15-minute chart real quick right now, and if you see me do this right now, just to leave it there, right here, you can tell, and this is something I mentioned a lot, but I didn't mention it yesterday. Obviously, yesterday that was a speaker too, right? So I've been teaching speakers for a long time. Maybe I haven't been teaching them well, but I've been talking about them for a long time. So you can go back a long time in these videos, and you'll hear me talking about it. So I've been talking about it for years, to be honest. But anyways, and that's how I track the manipulation. But it's just ranging out, right? It's just the range extraction. But if you look here, you can see when we're here, you can expect the speaker to finish, right? So you got the highs here, and this late London here, this did not take out that low, right? So you got build liquidity there. You come up for 830 and you rate it. All right. And then obviously my number one goal is to come and wipe out that liquidity. I got it drawn right here. Right. So, and just so we can understand each other, let me show you the trade, because whatever. When we're here, the 830 shoots down at the open of the gap today, shoots all the way up. Right. And then boom, you get these little candles, these highs. They're pretty much at the 50%, a little bit above, obviously. But I'm not involved. Again, I don't play around. I don't need to play around with the news. No reason to. I like to sleep in a little bit too. But price comes down, all right, and then, which I'll get to in a second. I did take this buy right here, but price shoots up to this imbalance right here, all right, and then if you take a look closely, I can picture, well, I'm already showing it to you done, but I can picture this forming this speaker here, low, low, and then low, right? Like you can see it, right? I'm not going to draw it. You can see it forming. All right, you already got the highs here, liquidity there, boom, you rate it. All right, now you got your bottom of your speaker, right? So at this point here, when you can see, we shoot up, we get into that imbalance right there. Also this inversion balance in the background, but whatever. But what was key is if you measured the 50% level of that wick, look on the 15-minute. You're not going to see it with on the 1 minute. On the 15-minute, you can see this wick, right? And I take 50% of that, drag it across. Look where it is. It's literally the same exact level that's in the background in the red right here. I wish I could change the red here, this color, but they won't. I don't think you can. But in the background here, boom, right at the top of it. So I got little 3 spikes up, right? When you get these little 3 wicks up, I like that. Hitting that, boom. As soon as it's coming down, I'm pushing the button. I'm inside 50% of that imbalance as well. See that? So boom, we come back and then we test that again, same exact level. And at this point, once it's gone, I'm in now break even or whatever. But where am I attacking? As you can see, I've already got the outline drawn of the liquidity there. Now, I loved this area. I loved this area the whole time. Why? Before I even continue, at this point, I like this area because number one, we got the breakout artist that pushed through. So that high right there. I also like these 2 down candles. So obviously the open of this candle here. And then also, if you take a look here, when that high that we rated, that high right there, Well, that's another good level to test back again because people push through, right? So that's another level of pushing through. Let me actually go to it so you see it. This level I'm talking about right here. On the 15 minutes a little more clean. See that level when we busted through that high? So we rated, that was the trade I made, and I didn't take the sell. And when the price was up here, remember when I was telling you guys at the end of the video, I was like, oh, it looks like it's gonna sell right there. Well, this concept right here was actually here. It happened today. It didn't happen yesterday. What did they did after fucking 4 o'clock close? What did they do? They shot it at 4:15 all the way up, dude. Like, okay, so like that's manual intervention of obviously, right? So but what I was talking about like there at that moment, they did that today, as you can see here. When we broke through, we retraced back up into that imbalance and then made another leg down. So I was saying I wanted to see a low. I could see a lower low, lower high leg coming down, right? Didn't I say that yesterday? So we got that today, right? So these are the ideas. I mean, when you have a speaker, it's either going to break through the top side or it's going to fucking fail and go back down. But at least you understand that flow. That price action is very key. I don't give a fuck what guru is teaching you what. Like that. Like I've been talking about speakers for a very long time. And sure enough, that's how I took this trade. People were trying to buy even still here. So for example, when we started the day, I took this buy right here. Why did I take this buy right here? It's a very small trade. I just wanted to, a little bit of money. But I took this trade right here because I understood that this area here should get hit. Why? Because the wick, not only is the wick literally unfair, that would be literally unfair, right? If the wick was like that, it's a gap. It looks like it's still seen as a gap. Number one. Number two, all the people who sold right here, that was the goal why I took this trade. Why did I take the buy here? Well, we came up, we came up and then we retraced back. So that's a higher low right here, right? And then we came up and we retraced back. Now I'm ready like at 9. I was ready like at 9:05 today or whatever. And boom, I was already there. Why was I here? Because this is above this low. So this is a higher low, right? So I'm literally in this trade. Once this thing closed, I was pretty much there. I got filled here. But I knew that the bodies were sitting 50% of this wick right here, right? So I understood that this was like a fake support. And boom, took the trade out, 9:32, let it open, and then I ended up getting out. All right? But what's the point of it? I forgot why I was telling you that. Yeah, oh yeah, because I wasn't thinking about continuously buying though. And other people, I'm sure, thought that they were going to keep buying to take out that high, which in a normal bullish scenario, yes, but not. I didn't expect that to happen today because what gave it away is those equal lows. Let me just make sure I'm clear about that. That those equal lows made it really clear for me. And plus that wick, with the wick, the setup here with the wick like that, and this liquidity low right here, and the push out artists here, made me say, okay, let's take this sell. So anyways, beautiful sell, man. I was shitting bricks a little bit here because I was like, oh man, you're gonna go that high. But look at the order flow. So higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, right? And then you break that low, internal low, and you broke that low pretty much. So with that, that's a break, and then it retraces back in here. Okay, and then that's fine. That these are all opportunities, all lower highs right here, right? All sitting in their imbalances, respecting the blue up candles, right? In your case, maybe green, I don't know, whatever. And then we shoot through. So once we shoot through, at this point to the right, you can see that when we break right here, you see this 1012 and 1013. See how the candles, they push down and then they push and then the next one pushes up. That's a control of price. So is this candle right here, this 1015. That's a control of price as well. But this didn't hold because they kept pushing down, but we came back up and then we wiped out everybody here, right? The little liquidity that they built. So the reason why I'm saying that is because this became the control of price. And I don't mean forever. I'm just saying for the short term of today. So I'm gonna go to a 30 minute so you could a 30 second so you could see this, because on a 30 second you'll be able to see that, and that's I'm trying to explain how you could have caught this or what the logic was. So take a look at now. You see it now that when you broke through, see these two candles right here, these blue up candles. Notice to the left, look to the right. Oh, just look at that one candle. If I'm highlighting this candle right here, oh shit, what the hell going on? I don't know what's that doing. Okay, just look at this. You see how the price. So when the price came down, it's engineering liquidity here, and then boom, it came up. This is your resistance. Like if you look to the left of the chart here, you have two level. You got a couple levels of resistance here. You got that level right there. You got that level right there, which is inside the actual opening gap. I mean, so you got a lot of confluence with this gap, right? You can see if I drag it over, you can see how when we came up here, we literally sold right from there. Let me go back to a 1 minute. I don't think you can see that same thing on a 1 minute though. Oh, you can, right? So, and really, to make this real simple, I could just highlight this wick itself, just that wick. You see that wick right there? It's dark enough, right? See it? So that wick right there, look how we came right to it, right? So that's just that's the control of price I'm talking about. And it's a 1 minute. Back on the 1 minute. So what do? Well, we come and sold from there. But when we break through, and we get to where we are, we're pretty much sitting in this imbalance here. We're now at this point here on the 15 minute, we're sitting in these down candles and this last up candle. This up candle is the 3 o'clock from yesterday, right? So I understand that I'm hovering around 50% of it and blah blah blah. And then when I get to an oversold area here, oversold right here, I'm talking about on the divergence, not divergence, on the RSI. This is where I take a buy and the reason why I take this buy, because I've already sold from here, let it come down. You had the 50% of the opening range, fine, whatever. It does look like it's just floating in the middle of nowhere, right? But I catch it. Why I catch it? Well, because I end up getting this oversold, and then I get this little high and this little higher low. You see this right here? This is right here. So we came down, we pushed up, we retraced back, okay? Retraced back, and I get filled. Beautiful fucking filled, by the way. But that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for this, right? And then what do? Well, look to your left of your chart. When I'm taking this buy and we just broke through, I talk about this all the time. I'm looking for buyer's remorse. Anyone who the price just pushed through and left them out, all right? Boom. I'm taking that buy for a lower low to a lower high at the least. I don't care what this thing does from here. Number one, I'm getting ready for my trip, so I got a lot of packing to do, which I did. My day was done literally after this. I mean, it didn't even hit 11 o'clock. I was done with my day. Fucking gorgeous. I had a great day. But the thing is the logic of this trade is trading it right back to where it broke from. I take this trade all the time and I show people this trade. But here are my confluences. So, beautiful, man. So I end up taking it right here, right? And let's go back to here, which would have been right here, right? So I catch it and I get out right there. Literally, I'm kissing that up candle because I don't know if it's going to break that candle. Because remember I said the control of price was here or here. Now, I didn't know if it'd go out above it. So my decision making today was really good. Why? Because I took the fucking profit. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, retraced back, right? I'd be mad if I didn't take the profit. But guess what? I didn't get stopped out. But I was already out of the trade. But what I'm saying is that if you held it, if you're trying to come up here, well, here's the thing. You got this liquidity built here, these three lows. and then boom, you reach, now you get up into that area that I'm talking about that we just discussed with the opening of the gap. So with that being the case, I mean, look how we're dancing around that 50% of the opening range, this big opening range. Look how we're dancing around that 50%. Look at that. Look how we come underneath it, tag it. Look at that shit. I mean, bro, you can't make that shit up. So anyways, that's a lower low, lower high. Nice drives up, and then boom, they hunt to come where? If you come, when you look to the left here, you can see this 15-minute at the 3:15 p.m. candle from yesterday when we shot down. We made an imbalance right there. That's an inversion imbalance right there. Beautiful fucking spot. Dude, look at this. This is fucking gorgeous, to be honest with you. This thing came down right here. This wick, the 1229. Then look at 1230. 1230 reaches right there. Boom. And then comes up. And I was actually aware of this at the time. I was like, dude, buy it. And I didn't, because I was busy folding and doing some other shit. But I literally was like, yo, this is a beautiful sell, a beautiful buy. But where would I have taken this? Well, I'll take it back into this range. See this range, lower low to lower high, come down to make another lower high. I don't care if it's bullish, bearish. This is just regular price action flow. I'd like to see it come to 50% of this range, or 50% of this range. Whichever one it is, right? I would have took it up to here. Probably got out at the 50% here. Beautiful. Look at that. So what did it do? Price retrace back, sealed. Didn't seal, but got into that imbalance right there. Trying to make this video short, man. Look at that. So right there to there. And then came up, dancing, started to speaker out right here. As you can see, high, 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 low, 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 right? Dancing around that 50%. And then we've been just grinding up this whole time. And then now they came up to the opening of the opening of the New York here, 930. That's the highest level of the opening range. We just tagged that, and now we're back sitting there, which means it's an indecisive day if I go to a daily chart, right? You can see it there, right? So in general sense, and here on a 4-hour, you can see it pretty nicely. I'm expecting that speaker and then the price to come down and at least hit out those breakout artists that pushed on the 4. And if you look on this time frame alone, I mean, pushing through, you expect it to come there, right? So and this is where we're at. How long did it? Where am I at? Damn, man. I've already took a lot of the time. So, and also another piece of the decision making was you had lower highs here you had a crack here with Dow, and then higher highs here with S&P and NAS. So nice push down. And then once you got down here, I wasn't even trading, but once you got down here, beautiful lower lows here for NAS and S&P, crack on Dow. They didn't take that liquidity out, which is rare. So this is strong, in my opinion. If you were trading at this time, that 1230 was so fucking beautiful, dude. Oh my God, man. Oh, look at that. Look at all the way back up to the original opening. Nice trade. So sell, buy. Look at that big sell, buy. And I talk about the sequence all the time. Sell, buy, sell, buy. I mean, man. Today was clean. But dollar also, the way this would have helped today is the momentum of where it was going. So, as it was going, you can tell, remember I was mentioning that this was a shift. We ended up using this as support. All these areas that I got highlighted in the background, the gaps, the imbalances, the inversions, they're all holding this area as support. So, you expect dollar to kind of raise up, right? So as it's raising up slowly, I mean, we've been just coming, we were coming down slowly as well. And then they reversed it at the 1230, which at this point is sitting right here. So when the dollar stops at this high level that it's sitting at, then, we started going back up. Well, this little movement came down. I know, right? It's funny the way it works when you watch it and you've been watching it. But what I like to see is the general direction. And I'll just claim it as like, if you kind of know what day it's going to be, if it's going to be a bullish or a bearish day on dollar, then that's the meaning the overall picture of the size of the candle, not size, but the direction of it. You use that into a trade in indices, and it serves well. I mean, it does. But anyways, yeah, real quick, man, fucking, I mean, you people who are trading Dow, yeah, I don't know why you would be trading Dow still. This shit look crazy as hell. Um, why would anybody want to be involved in this? I don't know. And I'm so happy I got out when I got out. But you, some of you people, maybe I stopped getting viewers because you guys were all Dow and then traded over to Nas. Some of you went to Nas, but I promise you, man. Listen, look at this shit, dude. Like I don't see why you would want to trade Dow, bro. Like, just look. There's, I mean, even there's pre gaps in there. Look at it. I mean, people are not trading this shit, man. Like, leave this shit alone, bro. Fuck Dow. You know, and Dow used to be my baby, but S&P, man, we have a lot of potential on the top side still. We have some news tomorrow. And also, the other reason why I took this sell was because it's Thursday, and Thursday has a very high probability of reversing. I don't mean reverse like forever. I'm just saying it has a nice reversal probability. Do the back testing. So that was another purpose of this sell. Happened to be right and knocked it out the park. Did pretty well, man. But left it alone. So I don't think there's anything else I need to mention. I showed all the trades. Fucking Nvidia gaps the hell up again. Like, dude, that's crazy. Like, that shit's crazy. I don't know. Are we at the ceiling yet? You know, but I wasn't opposed to taking buys either. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. So yeah. Are we going to get another push up before we retrace, or are we going to have Asia and London bring it down? Is Friday going to be a shooting the hell up, or is it going to come back down to retrace some of this weekly candle? Who knows? We'll see. You guys take care, and God bless.